back, everyone, to this week's episode of Booking the Territory, the Unprofessional Wrestling Podcast, where today, it's our birthday month episode. Well, actually, a birthday is a day, right, Harper? But anyway, we're covering January 13th, 1990, plus it's our birthday month, as the women say in this day and age. Hey, you deserve it, Harper. You ought to treat yourself for your birthday. You deserve that.
These scrubs and long nails don't define me. No, maybe not, but that fat ass surely does.
Come on.
What's wrong with you, man? Grow up.
At least she's got Crocs on so that her feet can air out a little bit.
Wow. Doc, you sound like you're salty and ready to roll. It's our 6th year of being on air. That's 6 years.
You know,
nearly. Hold on.
It's not Harper's birthday yet. He's got a little bit further to go. So he started what? 6, 7 months after we did?
No, I think Harper was on September of that year. The first episode dropped, I think it was June 4th or 5th, 2015. And Harper was.
I remember it because Doc couldn't do it. I think you had a family emergency or something popped up.
Yep. That's exactly what happened.
And I was like the backup quarterback.
And so if you take that plus all the late times that Harper's been, including tonight, and the times he forgot, just straight out fucking forgot, like last week.
Bruh,
he'll be to his sixth.
Totally forgot, bruh.
He'll be to his 6th birthday with the show in about another year.
You see, last week, my girlfriend's like, my mom and dad are cooking. Do you want to go? Because I always say no.
Nobody wants to go.
Right. And so I said, yeah, fuck it. We'll go. And then we're sitting over there because I'm in Luling, which have zero fucking service for some reason. And I got a text from Mike at 7. I was like, the fuck does Mike want? And then when I got home, it was like 9 something. I was like, oh, fuck. My bad.
My bad. Yeah.
Well, that's 6 years, nearly 800 episodes on the free feed, 300 plus on the Patreon side. 6 straight years, Doc, there's been at least one episode per week that we've dropped. And not only one per week, but if you think about during the Smoky Mountain run, 3 years and 9 months there of 2 episodes a week. Boy, we're Cal Ripken. That's what kind of streak we got going on here. We're Cal Ripken.
But we're also, much like Cal Ripken, we're hitting home runs when we're out there. We're not just taking up a position on the field. We're winning MVP awards too,
Amen. So,
hey, I got a question
month.
for you. It's a math question. So grab your pencil.
No, Jesus.
If 4 white dudes trying to talk black headed east from X-rated, how many times would they say the word champ?
Oh. Where's Darren at?
He's off hanging out with the champ. He's known Orin since Orin was conceived. I was there, bro.
Man, hold on, I gotta say something. If you haven't heard the Darren episode at this point, don't sleep on it. It is polarizing. Here's why I say that. It only got about 70 to 80% of the number of downloads that our regular shows get. So it was down 25% or so. But the crazy part is it's gotten a lot more feedback than our regular shows get. So less downloads, but more feedback. I got everything from people emailing me, tweeting me, posting on a Facebook group, calling Darren everything but a child of God, to also people saying they loved him and they want to hear him back. He is polarizing. I don't know why he got the reaction he did, but it's incredible.
I can tell you one reason.
What's that, champ?
On Harper, and Harper let him.
Well,
Harper was kind of letting him.
Just like that.
I gotta, let the fat kid fucking score. I can't.
I'm joking. I didn't care either way. I'm personally, I'm glad that this is one that I could sit out. I could take a break on, because 2 hours of him yelling about shit nonstop would have kind of given me a headache. But I mean, he obviously doesn't understand well, first of all, the BTT Army, and somebody should have said it. It's modeled after KISS, because they have the KISS Army.
Yeah, right.
But I guess that was lost on everybody there.
Well, I mean, what'd you say? Aren't the BTT Army?
You're fucking asshole.
The BTT Army
busted on all women that would bed down with you too. I thought that was a little across the line. But
Harper got him though. Harper got him because he said something about the women that he's. Oh, bro, let me tell you, I done pulled more tang. Harper, he went off on the tang. And he said something to Harper like, I mean, what do you think? What's wrong with the women? You think something's wrong with the women? I'm with. And Harper said, yeah, just look at them. They got to be insane to be with somebody as ugly as you or something like that. Harper kind of dunked on him a little bit, but Harper was letting him do his thing. And
I was letting him get his shit in.
Yeah, he really was.
It's like when they have a kid plays against like LeBron James to make a wish. I mean, what do you want, fucking LeBron James to just dunk on some fucking kid? Well,
he obviously didn't understand the Army's fascination with masturbation.
What the hell, Aaron? I mean, come on, bro. Hey, give me a real question. I mean, what are we talking about here, cranking off? I mean, what the fuck, bro?
He was trying to say he was above all that, and he sounds exactly like a guy who's completely not above any of it.
I tell you what, you can hear the excitement in his voice, though, when he starts actually talking about wrestling, because he did settle down. But,
or the champ.
I mean, bro, I've been doing the champ for years. I've been there since the beginning.
Since he scored it out of the womb.
Oh boy, I wish I'd have had you there, Doc. You'd have been able to see. Luke can't tee up Harper. You're the only one that can tee up Harper.
Harper, you gonna let him talk to you like that? Shit, do I have to get involved? See,
that'd be fucking great, and then you can tell him how you're a fucking real doctor.
What is he, some kind of fucking fake doctor or some shit?
Yeah, we like Dr. Morgus.
What the hell, Harper? I mean, I tune in here and y'all talking about cranking off and. We're talking about Bruno. Talk about DYD. We're talking about Mid-South. Bro, I tell you what. When he started talking, I popped. And then I said, bro, what do you not like about us? Well, bro, I got to be honest, Mike.
He's never listened to more than 10 minutes of this show.
Yeah.
I got to be honest, Mike. I mean, I probably told Harper something. But, I got to be honest. I really don't remember. Did you hear when he said that, Harper? Anyway, I tell you what, Doc, he's in that Facebook group having a blast. Jesus.
I bet he is, but he's above it.
This is his Super Bowl.
He is above it all, but he's right in the big middle of it.
Did y'all see what
I'm somebody who said I've been above it all since the day it started, and you haven't seen my ass in there once.
I tell you who's going to hell, Steven Jaworski.
Well, he really is. He compared him to the Smoky Mountain
special needs.
Yeah, I can't say that
human.
Word. Yeah,
that was dirty.
Well,
he put a side-by-side picture of Darren and the kid in Smoky Mountain that the cameraman is going to hell on too. That sat there and shot that kid for like 8 seconds straight while Cornette said genetic defects. That's dirty.
That's
Go
still
Bulls.
Positive. That's good stuff. So, well, 6 years. So wait. You said you wanted to say something about Darren D-Man. Is that right?
I said it. It's just polarizing. It's amazing how many. I mean, I was getting basically damn near death threats from people. Don't ever bring that piece of shit on the show again. I'm like,
what's the rule?
Whoa, slow your roll, partner.
I'm out. Everybody take a deep breath. What's the rule? we've proven over 6 years that you're gonna get this show. And if we do extra stuff and it's for everybody and you're not paying for it and you don't like it, there's a simple way to get around this. Mike, what is it?
What'd you say?
Swipe left and delete and go on with your life.
Now, don't get me wrong. There were some people sending constructive criticism, but I mean, there were people.
Hey, I sent you constructive criticism. I said it was good for what it was, but it went on too long.
It went on way too goddamn long.
You should have done the communion story or the priest story, the Kool-Aid story. Let him bag on Harper and one wrestling story and get out of here.
What's
but
the
man?
BTT
He started wanting
Army?
to talk about wrestling, like
Ray Candy.
Ray Candy. Jesus Christ! You mean in the Commandos?
No, he was. Oh man, the bike story was good.
Yeah.
The Altar Boy story was good. Old D-Man. But that's all I had to say. It was very polarizing. A lot of, like I said, it got 25% less downloads than normal, but the responses were all over the place, which was, again, strange. Normal shows get feedback, but my God, the day after that dropped, the emails that were coming in, the tweets, the Facebook page was a complete mess. I mean, there was 4 or 5 threads on about the D-Man. Chris Zaha, Jason Ward, Kevin Carter, they were all they made their own threads talking about it. Shawnee Potts, they made their own threads. It was tremendous. Anyway, 6 years. 6 years.
6 years, man. That's a long time. We've done a lot of things. I mean, when Harper came into the show is because I had we had a severe medical emergency in our family. That person's still here. I've had a kid. You thought, Mike, when I had my second kid that was the end of me on the show.
I thought you were going to struggle because I know how demanding Mrs. Doc can be.
Yeah, she's just like all the rest. I mean,
wow. Okay.
They all suck their teeth, and I mean, So that's what you're going to do with your time? Shit. Man, these broads, any of y'all out there that got a broad that's like looks down on you for that's how you spend your time watching wrestling, notice how they spend their time.
Yeah.
Just a colossal waste of life.
It's not like they're out finding cures for cancer or something.
I always point to the time Doc said LaFonda, Mrs. Doc, went to the beauty salon and she was there for like 4 hours. And she comes back home and she's all gussied up with the new hairdo. And he goes, 4 hours for that?
That's nice.
That's a hell of a one-liner, pal.
The other thing I do, and I break this out a few times a year, is we'll be going somewhere and she'll come out. And I'm not talking like a wedding. We don't even go to those. But, somewhere where we're not just like I'm not in my cargo or gym shorts and she's not in the Mrs. Doc equivalent. And you just look at her and go, is that what you're wearing? And don't say anything else.
Boy, they don't like that. Nuclear heat. Yeah, I mean, you can work them into a shoot instantly with that one. I mean, it's like, bam. It's like turning on a light switch. They can't no-sell it. They can never no-sell that.
That's a half a work day.
Yeah. Well, a half a European work day here in America, pal. We work hard.
Yeah.
6 years, though. I mean, Mike, imagine how good we were at the beginning and then how much better we are now.
Jesus, we sucked.
Wait, what?
It was
You
terrible.
told me we were good.
We were all right. We've told the story before. I mean, we were like 3 months in. And I'll just tell y'all, I think we were 3 months in.
I walked into your office and you were sitting there and I go, what's up? And you go, man, the numbers don't look too good. I don't know if I want to keep doing this.
Oh, no.
It was like 3 months in.
Go ahead.
And that show, the last show that had dropped, only did like 65 or 75 downloads.
And you know what? 738 people in the Facebook group are going to claim that they were one of those 65 people.
I know for a fact I can name one person that was a part of those 65 people. Two people.
Was it Thog?
Actually, Thog, T-Hog 94, and Chris Sapita. They are two of those folks that were in that number.
Martinez?
Not that early. Now Armando may have gone back and listened to that.
Okay, so hold on. We can clear this up. Everybody listening, email Mike and tell him when you started listening to the show. And then, Mike, you take all that and build a spreadsheet and build
No. So anyway, that show happened, but we stuck with it. We plowed through it. Harper came aboard. We got the one-man gang on the show. Numbers started to jump. We kept going. By that next year, a year after that in the summer, things really started to take off for us.
We got over.
We grabbed
the brass ring.
And then another, what was that, March of 2017, Jim Cornette called.
That's right.
So I point all that out to say, everybody out there, this thing takes work. We didn't just start. We had some hard times, baby.
We started from the bottom. Now we're here.
That's right.
That's right.
You damn right. And we didn't give up. When the downloads weren't there, we kept plowing. It wasn't, well, it's not working, let's just stop. You got to keep trudging through it.
Well, and so that paints you as being a quitter, and I'm going to dig I'm feeling.
I ain't no quitter. I didn't stop.
I haven't been drinking, but I feel a little drunk. I love you being drunk. Mike turned around and said, but I don't think we should quit. Because I've been talking to my buddy that's got a podcast down in New Orleans. I was like, oh, shit. He goes, he just said, keep going. Keep sticking with it. You got to just keep with it to build the audience. And I said, okay, well, let's just keep it going for a little bit longer and see what happens. And 6 years later, it's time to break up.
That guy is still doing his, and he's 12 years in at this point. So, yeah, he was right. Absolutely.
Okay,
right.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Harper, on a night when everything is, there's no changes, no craziness, no nothing. What time did we start recording?
7.
What time did you hop on tonight?
7:02.
7:15. I bet D-Man would be punctual.
Oh fuck, bro! He wouldn't fucking he'll be here at fucking 6.
Bro, Harper, this is no joke. Every time Luke's been on the show, Luke's to the minute. If I say 7, it's 7. Last week, he's texting me right at 7 that night when we were recording, and I call him. He says, Darren already texted me. He's ready. Call him now. So Darren, yeah. Darren was ready for his Darren was ready. Oh, you'll love this, Doc. Darren was ready for his WrestleMania moment.
Hey, but here's this. Okay, Mike, in 6 years, and I'm not just saying this to put myself over. We're going to be a tag team here. In 6 years of doing this show, other than technological problems or we can't get shit to work, I just mean normal, let's get started, combined minutes of over 800 shows, have you and I been late?
0 times. And this is what I got to say about that.
What's causing all this? Woo!
Punctuality's causing all of this.
See, you got to understand. In me and Doc's line of work, you got to be punctual. And I've always been punctual.
I was punctual before that.
You were about to say punctional, like functional with a P.
Punctional, bro. I'm punctional.
Harper, sometimes you get him at 7:05, sometimes you give him at 7:10, sometimes you get him at 7:15, sometimes you get him at 7:20, and then sometimes, like last week, you don't get him at all.
Hey,
I forgot.
Because I'm black,
Here it
I
is.
show up what I want.
Here's what happened.
Yeah, of course.
When you hear the show, folks, remember, Mike was saying, man, we ain't gonna worry about this son of a bitch. I said it. I was like, last time we got worried and concerned because he lives in the murder capital of the world. Maybe something happened to him. But last week we were like, nah, man, this is bullshit. He got day drunk and fell asleep again. And then we get to the end of the show, and Mike's like, man, what if something did happen to him? I just talked to him.
That.
And so you did a wellness check on him, text, and what did we get back? Oh, fuck.
I forgot.
I did.
Well,
happy birthday to us. Let's live, laugh, and love for another 6 years. Another 6 years will start us into, man, we'll be in 96.
Yeah. Well, 95 technically, but yes. 6 more
in
years.
6 years?
Yeah.
We're in 1990.
You got to count because you got to count 90.
Right.
You're the math guy. Wow.
Poor jackasses head east, leaving X-rated.
Yeah,
all white, sounding black.
Go ahead, Harper.
Luke just texted me. USA Today's got an article about him and Perry.
Him and
I saw
Darren?
that. No,
Yeah.
him and Perry.
This is my guy Darren. He carries my bags and calls me champ. Man, I was just sitting there listening to that thinking, I wish I had a woman or a dog or somebody loyal in my life that cared about me as much as D-Man cares about the champ here.
Dude, Michael Angel in the Facebook group went off. He said, man, can Darren get Luke's cock out of his mouth? I was like, damn, that's
a fair question.
I
mean, look, D-Man told some interesting stories, and it's clear that he loves wrestling. And I'll be honest, I was a little surprised he wasn't as big of an ass whip as he was. But, man, when we call him like we see him, he's a mark for the champ.
Harper, don't you love how he kept calling everybody Marks?
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to say we never say Mark, the word, but we don't like just say it as much as he was. I mean,
here's the one thing that I've realized is that if people overly use those wrestling terms, they're not involved in wrestling. So, like,
yeah.
I don't even say that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Pop, I never say pop.
I do.
Oh, that popped me. I was like, well, go sit the fuck down.
That's a habit. I do that one, but I don't say. I mean, we joke on the show every night. We'll say the word Mark, but man, he kept saying that like nonstop.
Yeah. Oh fuck! I got a Darren story that I forgot to bring up, and this shit hit me fucking yesterday.
Oh, please share.
It was when Luke got back from filming Heels, and me, Luke, and Darren, we went to Hooters. And we're talking about wrestling, and he says something about, one of the best gimmicks was what Calloway did. I was like, who? It's like Calloway. It's like, who the fuck is Calloway? It's like, you mean, Mark Calloway. It's like, you mean the fucking Undertaker? It's like, yeah. So why don't you fucking call him the Undertaker? It's like, what, you went to high school fucking with him?
Bro, I'm telling you right now, if Luke was smart, he'd have those two clowns doing his commentary for Wildcat.
What two clowns?
Harper and D-Man.
Everybody
and sell it on doing alternative commentary. Like on ESPN when they do the 5 across, but you could hear X-rated commentary for your product.
Oh my, yeah. Good God.
Hey, speaking of superstars, I mean, Jaworski does get the Docaholic of the Week, which would probably cost some more cranking for what he did.
Piss on him.
Nah, he's that made me laugh. We do have a 5-star review on our birthday.
Sweet.
That's a nice gift. Would you like for me to read it?
Yo, go ahead, knock yourself out.
We got a 5-star. It's from Master King Lord God. Wow, that's a pretty impressive little name. This is one of favorite podcasts. I love it when I hear the guys lust over woman over woman. Once I found them, I have never missed an episode. Another satisfied customer.
That's right. So get your 5-star review in, and we'll read it on air. Speaking of special shout-outs to our Patreon members, do got to thank some of our largest Patreon contributors out there. Disrespect for the Classy, Marky Blassie, Mike Childry, Jeremy Priest, and Joe Ice. Thank you for your generous support each and every month on the show. And Doc, I think that was the only 5-star we had, right? So I can get into these new Patreon shout-outs. Quick shout-out to Daniel C and Al Mello, new patron member. So thank you very much for signing up. If you're not a patron, you can become one at tinyurl.com/BTT pod. That's tinyurl.com. Not BTT pod. What am I saying? tinyurl.com/Patreon BTT. tinyurl.com/Patreon BTT. Doc, we need to do the Collision in Korea episode. We really got to do that. There's too much there to cover inside of 10, 15 minutes. So anyway.
Man. Here's what I thought about that. You ever travel to other states and see how like different people live than like where you live?
Yeah.
And then you ever like go to Mexico or something and you're like, man, they people really like live this way. This is weird. Makes me feel a little uncomfortable. Can you imagine being in North Korea? Fuck that.
It had to like be like if you went to fucking Mars, bro.
I bet it is the craziest place on earth in terms of like just we got some of the same like elements of Earth life, but it ain't Earth here.
Because the thing is, it's not because they're communists. Because Soviet Union was communist, but if they saw fucking Eric Bischoff walking down, it's just some fucking guy. It goes to show you how fucking isolated you can still fucking isolate people in the 21st fucking century, because it's still like that.
Oh yeah,
that's why I said nuts. we need to do an episode.
We will. We'll get together at some point and we'll pull it together for the people. Just for the people.
Just for the. I mean, we definitely got to. It's again for patron members. Won't be a bonus show, but we definitely got to do it because
Hey, look at that on the screen there. Me and D-Man's favorite wrestler.
Hey, before we keep going though, anything else before we jump into this lovely episode of January 13th, 1990?
I just I think we're just now hitting our stride with this show. It's not, and for everybody who thinks it's easy. It is not easy to podcast. And Michael says it's not easy to podcast every week. And it's not. We do a lot of gymnastics to make it happen. But it's also pretty hard to be good.